you been drinking wine in Portugal?
Now, I'm a sommelier since '96, so I've been drinking wine for a while.
And how much has the wine scene changed?
A lot.
What was it like? Give us at the end of the 90s, what were the typical wines that you would drink, and how does it compare to today?
Honestly, the 90s, it was a little bit of rustic kind of wines. It was a kind of a revolution since the middle 80s, but since the beginning of the 2000s, it was a higher revolution in terms of quality. New winemakers, new approach, more knowledge about it, and new guys coming on. And don't forget that we came from the 74, 75 revolution, political revolution, and after that, turning from the cooperative-based wine business system, we came from quality single estate property quality wines, and the quality is improved a lot. The 90s, the wines were powerful, but a little bit rustic, and after the 2000s, the wines and the new winemakers experiment new reality of people studying abroad and bringing that know-how to their wines, more understanding what's going on in the world, not just relying what's going on in the country. And now we are enjoying amazing wines from across the country, and also people relying on the quality based on the field, looking for the best grapes possible, studying the environment, studying the viticulture, and also the viticulture precision, studying the Portuguese grapes and pushing the Portuguese grapes to the maximum, rediscovering some of the oldest grapes, try to bring something new to the world of wine. And today we are enjoying that with a lot of new flavors, quality, new styles, both on the natural side, on the sulfur-free, on the terroir-like. A lot of things going on. It's a very entertaining time for the Portuguese wines.
Nice. And if you were to pick a wine region or variety for someone who's never tasted a Portuguese wine to try, what is your classic, most emblematic example of Portuguese wine?
Obviously, Douro, Dão, Bairrada and Alentejo are the key wine regions in the country. The different climates make different styles through the wines, and Douro, with the same grapes from the port wine, are bringing something new taste to the world of wine.
So like the Torriga Nacional,
yeah,
Franca.
Tradicional today is most praised red grape, although the tradition of Portuguese wines are the blending. And in the Douro, Tradicional is very good for as an ingredient for a blending for the wines. Also, we have amazing white wines like Alvarinho, like Loureiro, Arinto, Antão Vaz from the south, Encruzado from the Dão, which are bringing something, a new breadth of styles, a lot of new flavors, and a lot of experiments coming on. And that's why the Portuguese wines are being searched of as a new taste, either for wine experts, sommeliers, and new consumers. And this year is 2017 is an amazing year because a lot of wines are being recognized from wine spectator, wine enthusiasts, wine advocate as something very different and still not very expensive, giving a new taste to challenge the wine lovers. Something very exciting for the wine lovers about Portuguese wines because there's something to challenge them on quality and a very affordable price.
Super. And you frequently taste wines from all over the country. Do you have like an off the beaten path, off the radar region or variety that people should try, something that's upcoming?
Yeah, honestly, some of there's a lot of things going on. It's not right to say that this way or that way, but the Portuguese wines from Douro looking for the terroirs. Douro probably is the, let me say, as a Portuguese, probably we have much more different terroirs in Douro than Burgundy. They are not very well explored, but people are looking for, they are searching for, they are studying, and more looking for these different locations, and also trying to mirror the relationship between the area and the style of wines. Also, there's some new regions coming on, like very interior, very inland, with continental climate, altitude wines that are amazing wines coming from Syria grape, for instance. White grape, almost unknown even in Portugal. They are bringing something very new, exciting, very mineral, very tight, very expressive of their location, not very let's say commercial, very sad even for us Portuguese professionals. They are bringing something very excitement. Lisbon area, which stretch from Lisbon till 100 kilometers upper, with the influence of the coastline, with some different grapes, wines which combine freshness and power, with an amazing array of flavors, ability to age, and Alentejo, which is a hot region known for very smooth, elegant, and easy wines, but now changing for more complex, close to the coastline, looking for freshness to balance the high alcohol that they naturally provide. Is quite a very exciting time for the Portuguese wines. Bairrada with Baga grape from the best plots, bringing unusual flavors like resins, like balsamic flavors with this very tight and chalky tannins, which is not very typical, and let's say Castelão from Palmela, almost unknown sub-region from Peninsula of Setúbal, and Castelão today is not so praised as let's say 20 years ago, but in this particular area there's some amazing wines from old vines with lots of flavor, lots of concentration, lots of character, and we also have these studies going on to understand what the grapes present on the field blends, especially from Douro, from Down, and from classic regions, to understand what those grapes bring in terms of quality. Besides the Portuguese wines being something new to the foreign markets, also in Portugal is a kind of a quality revolution. Even for us as professionals, those are very exciting times from experiments, new ways of thinking wine. The viticulture It's the key words for quality, and people looking for the climate, the terroir-like micro-vinification experiments. Those are very exciting wines, exciting times for the Portuguese wines.
Okay, lots of recommendations.
Yeah, the question is
where to start?
yeah, my advice is look for the Portuguese wine as something very good, still affordable, and for the wine lover, a lot of excitement for something, so a lot of new flavors, something very well made in terms of winemaking, viticulture, and people can find on Portuguese wines a new world, and wines that in the future will be some of the most sought after, comparing some of the other regions that are bringing something new.
Good. Enjoy it now.
Yeah, that's yeah. Of course, and we have a lot of diversity, a lot of to be discovered. Even within the country, we have a lot of grapes that we don't know what they can do. But those are very interesting times, even for me as a sommelier or a wine writer or wine taster, because almost every year is a challenge, and a lot of things to be discovered.
Excellent.
No doubt about it.
Thank you. Saúde.
Saúde.